now.
What's going on, New Game in Order? We back. Like you know who. Coming at you with segment number 2 for our podcast now. Something I was looking at. You know, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, and you know,
like balls, big balls.
Dragon Balls.
Dragon Ball.
They got scales on them.
I think he likes the blue version. He likes the blue variety of balls.
Shut up.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
I got the 8-star Dragon Balls. Anyway,
Damn, you got 8 balls, yo. That's kind of.
How do you got a ball in your mouth, Alex?
all right, shut it up. All right. So what's happening now? Okay, we know that Battle of Gods 2, or they're not really calling it that, but you know, Revival of Frieza is due out in the U.S. October 4th through the 12th in U.S. select cities, and we're getting the DLC for all versions of Xenoverse, which is going to reflect Golden Frieza and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan version of Goku and Vegeta. Now that's going to be the final DLC pack for Xenoverse. Now here's my issue with this. Games like Xenoverse and Phantasy Star, or you know, semi MMOs, should they be seeing, like, because what I think, they're cutting off this DLC, the third and final, right? They're cutting off this game so that they can probably force you into a sequel, right? But whereas, why don't they just extend the life of this game? You know, my thing, I believe it's too soon to have final DLC. The game's not even out. Like, when did Xenoverse come out? Like, what, March, February? I can't remember. February. Final DLC, and it hasn't even been a year. But you got games like Destiny and Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty, they already have their DLC planned out, but they trickle it out. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have minded waiting for this particular DLC to come out after the June 9th release date. Well, hell, put it out on the American theatrical release date. You know? But my thing is, a game like Xenoverse deserves more than 3 DLC packs. The game has so much potential. I mean, even with, okay, if they're stuck with story, oh, hey, we don't have any more story to put in there. Okay, add different missions, challenges, or different maps, something, you know? Because I feel kind of cheated at this point. But I purchased the whole thing, the $89 thing, so I would have access to everything, but it's just too soon for it to be it, you know? But
can I chime in on this real quick?
No, so you could go first.
Because the thing is that, well, I'm trying not to take too much time. You mentioned Destiny, and you mentioned Xenoverse. Here's the thing. With Destiny and Xenoverse, you have a subscription pass, correct? You get a particular amount of DLC for a discounted price.
No, all the DLC.
Right. For all the DLC within a subscription base for, let's say, $20. Let's just say.
Right.
With Destiny, this is as far as I know with that. With Destiny, it only had 2 expansion passes, right? Which comes within the season pass. After that, they're coming out with more DLC still that's not included in the season pass that you will have to put money down to acquire this DLC.
What the heck?
I know what this is.
Wait.
Well,
all right, Khalid, you'll go next. You'll go
Hold
next.
on. Then, with the same thing with Xenoverse, because since it's somewhat similar of an online MMO, not as close to the Korean version of the Dragon Ball Z game out there, because it's way more customizable, you have a season pass. You have 3 DLCs that was guaranteed for you for that set price. After that set price is done and its time frame is done, the game will still get DLC if it's demanded, but you have to keep paying more. So it won't just die.
So basically, some of us who paid that stuff up front got gypped, because if they have more, you're gonna pay more.
No, you
but
didn't
it should
get
be
gypped at
season
all.
pass.
No, you didn't get gypped at all, because you got it for a discounted price. If you would have paid for it without the season pass,
that I know.
Pushing out more money out of your pocket. But now with the fact that you said you wanted more content, which is Xenoverse, if you demand it and you go on their forums and be like, hey, why don't you add this tweak and feature? Why don't you add this character in the game? Why don't you add like a movie character pack? Why don't you add a more in-depth story? They'll probably listen, take the time out, and put it as more DLC you have to pay for. or they would just give you the incentive like they're doing with Destiny. They will tell you to keep the game, keep your save file, play the game to its maximum potential. Xenoverse 2 will come out, all your save file, your DLC, and everything will transfer over to the new game, and you start all over again by buying another fucking DLC
But here's
pass.
my thing, that with a Dragon Ball game, you know, how can you do a Xenoverse 2? Because the story is like, you know,
but you still have other characters like we discussed before. You still have movie characters they never put in. Now, we were expecting them, there'll be a DLC, but, you know, they said if this is the final DLC, guaranteed they're going to milk it and bring out Xenoverse 2. Look at the past Dragon Ball games. They've always done it this way. They'll have one where you'll stop at the Cell Saga, and then the next game, it'll be Frieza, Cell, Boo. The next game, Frieza, Cell, Boo movie. You see what I'm saying? They're just tacking it on. They're milking it.
Yeah, that's what all companies do, and the same thing with Destiny. They even said it at their first E3 press
They're
conference.
working on Destiny 2, aren't they?
Yeah. Listen, though. But the thing is, they said that the game itself will always seamlessly be together, whether if it's transferring your data to a different game
That's cool.
with updated features for 10 years. You know how long of a fucking layout that has to be for 10 fucking years of content?
That's the life of the last gen console.
I guarantee this is gonna make margin profits as high as World of Warcraft. That game has been out forever, and with all its fucking DLC and the time you put into that shit, it's the numbers is gonna go through the roof. Bungie
I get
is
that.
gonna make their money.
I get that, but I'm just saying, you know, my position on this is I don't want to see a Xenoverse 2 where I feel that Xenoverse is already like, okay, it's a good game. It's one of the better Dragon Ball games, and you know, me and Shinwar used to argue back and forth. I'm a Budokai guy. I like the size.
Right. Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
And this game kind of is like more like the Tenkaichi mixed with a final fight, mixed with an MMO and a beat 'em up, and a good story. You know, I think it's just too soon to move on, too soon to have final DLC.
Did Xenoverse do like big numbers? Does anybody know?
It did well, yeah.
It did really well.
And I think that's the whole point. I don't think that they were in anticipating Xenoverse to do as well as it maybe have done.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they're trying to jump on that, on that train. Like, okay, well, we got a good response out of this. We gotta do Xenoverse 2. They have to. They have to. It's just like with Budokai, it being its own kind of franchise, is still Dragon Ball. But Budokai had 3 or 4 games, and now you got Xenoverse though, and Xenoverse probably did better than what they expected. So with them, doing these DLCs, which is great. Xenoverse 2 was bound to happen, especially if they did, good numbers.
That's if a Xenoverse 2 will come out. This is just speculating.
They mentioned that they might more likely have Xenoverse 2 under the way because of certain mechanics that wasn't in the game a lot of people wanted, and they felt like it wasn't too customizable to, like I said, the Korean version. But again, Alex, you made a point of what you just said about it's too soon for a Xenoverse 2, and you don't want to have to buy another game, keep it all compact, right? Then why the fuck did we sit here and buy 6 different fucking versions of Street Fighter? Explain this shit to me. And we literally paid almost,
you know what? It's the genre. It's the genre.
$130 of DLC.
Oh, you trying to put me on blast?
No. Hey, look,
in general. I wasn't getting donations, and I had to do it myself because I'm streaming.
In general, because. Now, let me put something to you. Let me put something else to you, okay? This is from my personal thing.
You put my business out there. Unbelievable.
Let me finish. I'm gonna put my own personal thing now. I got Guitar Hero 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other ones in the middle. All the Rock Band games, including the special versions. And I bought every fucking song for all those games. You know how much money I spent on that shit? And I'm not getting none of those transfers over?
They did say Rock Band. They did say Rock Band will transfer.
Well, I don't know how they're going to transfer over 10,000 plus songs. I would love to see that.
They did confirm it. They did confirm it. Guitar Hero already said that they're not doing it, but Rock Band did confirm it.
Now, Nelson, you know where you messed up? You were buying. You were playing Rock Band.
No. But it's
Shout out to
it's the
RZA.
same
Shout out to
person.
RZA. You know,
It's still-
RZA Ali. That's my buddy. I know he's a Rock Band fan, and he's part of my Mugen community. You know, I'm just trolling.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead,
it's still the
Nelson.
same purpose. Like, I literally spent almost over $4,000 on all of those games with all this fucking DLC, and I'm not gonna see none of that. I'm not gonna see none of that shit. So I said, you know what? Worst life decision I've ever fucking made. Now I'm thinking smarter.
I'll say.
Now I'm thinking smarter. So,
I will say, if anyone wants to buy my Rock Band 2, it is for sale.
this motherfucker, yo.
Oh my goodness. But you know what? Hold on. Chris, what are your thoughts on, you know, a game of this nature getting DLC and maxing out so soon?
Well,
And
I
do you
wanna-
believe?
I do want to throw in a comment about your Street Fighter.
Uh-huh.
Capcom has been training you since the 90s to buy 5 versions of the same fucking game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yo.
No, but you know what? To Capcom's credit, the technology back then, 80s and 90s, right? They couldn't digitally distribute upgrades.
Or they could
Now-
have just say, here's the game, here's the full version. Here's version 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Here's the final version.
And you know what, Alex? We're gonna play it. We're gonna play
Yeah,
it.
because
Regardless.
you're so interested in their brand.
No, Shinmar,
alone.
you're gonna play it.
You're gonna play
And,
it.
and you're gonna play it too, Alex. Knock it off.
No, Alex, you'll be given hand jobs to afford all these games on the corner.
God
Why
damn.
are you putting my business out in the street?
Well,
Chris, you know what?
It's because it's evil Alex tonight.
You remember this? Remember this? I'm gonna put Chris's name on it.
Yeah,
Back, back.
Oh.
yeah, I know why it's black Alex.
Unbelievable. Oh my god.
I gotta speak on this Destiny situation. How I
Alright,
feel about
I'll discuss myself from the topic.
Oh wow.
Okay, all right.
That's all I gotta say.
That was good. That was good.
All right,
Alright,
get-
let me wrap up real quick.
Okay.
They're gonna milk you for everything they can. So I completely forgot what the topic was about. I just know they're gonna milk you for everything they can. They're not gonna do anything consumer friendly until you stop buying their shit.
I just wish it took
I
more
know-
of
I
a
know it's a
Warcraft approach where it's constantly, you know, like EverQuest back in the day.
Warcraft has a subscription fee, which Destiny doesn't. So I don't blame them for making you buy each piece of content. But they're putting in too much, and I don't think there's enough of it in each pack, and there's the problem.
Yes, there you go.
That's what Elder Scrolls ESO Elder Scrolls Online is doing. Ever since it went buy to play, you buy the game, and if you subscribe, you don't have to pay for the DLC. But if you can buy the DLC as it comes out, but there's not out as of yet.
Okay.
Well, the good thing is with that, just real quick before Khalif goes, with Destiny, you don't have to buy a fucking piece of DLC, and you can still do almost all the interactions without the DLC. But if you want to do the major key aspects, which is just the raid, then you have to buy the DLC.
Yeah.
Pay to play.
Okay,
Pay to play.
now,
Oh, my team,
Khalif, it's up to you now. Go ahead.
Yeah. With Destiny, man. Like I think that what Destiny is trying to do. I think that in September or sometime this fall, what they're gonna do is like a year version, like a all-included bundle with maybe some more stuff added into it. Whether that be called Comet or the King's Rising or whatever they're talking about is gonna be called or whatever. But the Xenoverse, what I said earlier with the Xenoverse, I don't think that they expected to do so well. So they're trying to go ahead and push out what DLC they already had finished out and save, the rest for Xenoverse 2, because all the Xenoverse fans are gonna buy Xenoverse 2. Like, let's be real. And Destiny fans know, Destiny fans are not gonna miss out on anything new Destiny. I'll tell you that right now. No matter what it is, no matter how much it costs, if the Destiny fans will come back, to chase that loot.
It's just like the Street Fighter fans. Like,
exactly.
They got
like
their
you're
hooks in
gonna.
it.
Exactly. They've already hooked Destiny fans, hands down. They're if you tell them, especially with us not getting a new raid in the House of Wolves, people are clamoring. Destiny fans are clamoring for a raid right now. If you tell a Destiny fan, we're gonna release a game of the year, basically a Destiny 1.5. I mean, and it's gonna have 2 new raids or 1 new raid, guaranteed. No matter what it costs, Destiny fans probably are gonna buy it. I mean, I'm probably gonna buy it. Just we'll see what the price is or what the model is. I believe Bungie is smart and they're going to do the right thing, to not overprice it or anything like that, and they're going to have enough content to want people to have people want to come back. So that's what I think on that. I had to speak on that because I'm a big Destiny fan, man.
All right. And then before, I just wanted to East New York. Yes, Nelson did pay how much?
5,000.
5,000. Hey,
For
Nelson.
every DLC from Guitar Hero 1.
I want to see receipts.
Shit, I don't even think I got that anymore.
What the heck?
Christ.
Shit,
Nelson,
man.
what? You done messed up. That's
No, I'm
computer
telling you,
equipment.
No,
I'm
but back then,
I'm
I had
telling
a
you,
lot
your
of
Rock
time
Band
to
stuff is
go
gonna move
through.
over.
I had
Your
a lot of-
Rock Band stuff is gonna move over.
Well, if it does, then I have
songs
used to
will.
re-download all the shit back then. So
$5,000.
But you gotta stay with that. I think that's one thing that they did say. You gotta stay with that ecosystem. Like if you had it all on Xbox, you gotta get it on Xbox. Or if you had it on PlayStation, you gotta get it on PlayStation.
No, that's not an issue. I'm not worried about that. Thing is like, fuck, I spent all that money, and I'm thinking like the game was gonna live on because it's fucking music, but. You shit on the game because of the lack of company funding. Shit went out of business. Then they came back slowly, like eons later. I'm like,
Now, let me tell you something. That right there, DLC, Xenoverse, and all this stuff. When you got people buying DLC, right? And then it's not backwards compatible, and then it's like, I spent all this money on this game. This is tying back to the first topic that we did. Like, what's the incentive of getting this stuff when one day you won't be able to play it no more? It's like, man, they just strung me along. Like that.
I think those season passes in general are built for that fan, like that super fan. With the same thing with like a lot of. I still think that it's shitty how Batman is doing their DLC with it being not really describable. You can't really tell what's going on with it. They're trying to put out a little bit of information, but the diehard Batman fan is not going to care. Like he's going to buy the biggest, best version that he can get.
Yep.
And
hold on,
that's the same thing with any game.
Hold on, Khalif, real quick. Did you
A
see
PSA?
the
I know what
PS4?
Shinwar's about to say. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
then just real quick. Did you see the PS4 exclusive content?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you? All right, we'll save it for later. Go ahead.
Matter of fact, that'll be its own topic right there. So, new gaming
that
order.
should actually tie in. That should tie into the Sony topic that we got coming up with them not having any their games being sparse. Because I got a lot to say about that.
You know what? Okay. You know what? New gaming order.
Hold on. Did Takuma go?
No, I didn't go. I made math quick. Okay, with the Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, with the Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse, kind of like how they capped it off as far as in like you get the Gold Frieza and the Super Saiyan God Vegeta and Goku. So I think it's kind of like a nice cap off to the movie that's supposed to be coming out. So I haven't played the game personally. I do like it. I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan at heart, but I missed out on it. But I think I'll probably come back and pick it up later on. But I think it's a nice cap off with Destiny. I heard some.
FYI, hold on, wait. FYI, Dragon Ball Xenoverse is $40.19 right now.
Yeah.
So I'll probably pick it up in a couple of days, and I probably got $40 to spare coming in.
Paid
So
$59.99 for that.
Ooh,
I paid $89. Just shut
I
up.
heard a lot of good reviews about Destiny.
What?
I heard it's a good game, so I haven't played it myself, so I can't say anything about it. So it's a good game. Hey, let it be. But that's all I got.
All right.
Now
New gaming order. Khalif, don't forget that topic that we're going to chat about. So, new gaming order, we're going to bring this topic to an end. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. We can use the support. Nelson, we're almost at 1,400 subs.
Yes, we're almost there. We're about almost 280 away.
Yeah, so I mean, and it's consistent. It's slow and consistent, and it's recurring viewers. So we're doing something right. So rate, comment, subscribe. Make sure you check us out on newgamingorder.com, where we will pool all the information for these podcasts, and I'll copy paste the article where we get them from. All right. So with that, we'll see you on the next segment. Peace.
Hey, Shin.